Good evening and welcome to the Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, a video of a student from a private school in Karnataka's Chamarajanagar district is going viral. The student's presentation, purportedly at a science fair, has sparked a massive controversy. The video shows the girl making religious remarks, with her display featuring two dolls, one dressed in a burqa, another in a short dress. This display shows that the burqa-clad doll is placed in a coffin adorned with flowers, while the other is in a coffin filled with snakes and scorpions. Further, the display labeled the burqa-clad doll as Jannati, or the one who'll go to heaven, and the other doll is labeled as Jahannami, or the one who'll go to hell. Take a look at this video.
जो औरत पर्दा करती है वो शहीद के खून से भी ज़्यादा अफजल है। इस्लाम ने पर्दे को हुक्म देकर क़ैद नहीं किया है। पर्दे में रहकर औरत कोई भी हलाल काम कर सकती है। पर्दा रुकावट नहीं है। पर्दे में रहकर आप एक मकाम बना सकते हैं। जो औरत बेपर्दा हो, घर में घूमती फिरती हो और उस घर का शौहर कुछ ना बोले, वो औरत की ही क्या, वो मर्द ही क्या, ना अल्लाह उनकी नमाज कबूल करता है ना उनकी दुआ।
The viral video, which is said to be of January 5th, has sparked outrage on social media. People are questioning the nature of education being imparted to students at this particular private school. After the matter has come to light, the district education officer has assured investigation into the issue. In fact, a team of two people under the leadership of the block education officer visited the Huda public school and investigated this particular matter. During the investigation, the management and the principal of the private school where the students enrolled have stated in writing that no such program was organized in the school premises. But what's surprising is that the block education officer says that prima facie there's nothing controversial in this video.
ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ವೈರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಮಗು ಮಾತನಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ನಗರದ BU ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆಸಿ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಏನಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ದಾಖಲಾತಿ ಹಾಜರಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಮಗು ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ 3 ಗಂಟೆ ಒಳಗೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ವರದಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಪುನಃ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಸೊ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತುಣುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿರುವ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಉರ್ದು ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಬಲ್ಲಂತಹ ಪರಿಣಿತರನ್ನು ಕರೆಸಿ ಅನುವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿವಾದಾತ್ಮಕ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಡುಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನು ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಚಾರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲವೆಂದು.
All right, and some big news coming in at this point of time. We are told that the National Human Rights Commission has taken note of the video with its member Priyank Kanungo saying that imparting such radical lessons in school is dangerous. Times Now has also spoken to the SP of Chamarajanagar, who's informed that notice has been issued to the school and the matter is being looked into.
But ma'am, where exactly did this exhibition took place? Any place inside the school only?
Yeah, that's what they are not giving information properly.
Okay.
Orally, they are not giving any information. That's why district administration has given the notice in writing what happened regarding that.
Acha. But the notice that I have got, whatever they have written, in that they are not accepting the fact that it was happened in the school.
Maybe they might have not accepted. We don't know that. Let the writing reply come and then we will decide what to do.
देखिए, ये कोई पहला मामला नहीं है. हमने ये देखा है कि जहां बच्चों को कट्टरपंथ सिखाया जाता है, कट्टरपंथ के बारे में बताया जाता है, चाहे वो मदरसे हों या इस्लामिक कट्टरपंथ सिखाने वाले दूसरे संस्थान, वहां बच्चों को एक पर्टिकुलर वे में अखीरत के लिए तैयार किया जाता है, मौत के बाद की जिंदगी के लिए, जो खतरनाक है. और जाहिर है बच्ची तो अबोध है, उसको इस बात की अच्छे और बुरे की वो समझ नहीं है जो एक वयस्क को होती है. और बच्चों को इस तरीके से ग्रूम करना और बताना निहायत ही गलत बात है.
And now politics has also broken out in the viral video, with the BJP condemning the incident and demanding that the school which teaches such extremist views should be banned.
Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. In India, we have always believed, the Sanatana Dharma always believes in celebrating life, in not just in culture, in forms of every aspect of human being. Whichever school is been teaching this kind of a thoughts, religious extremism, religious bias in terms of the dress, in terms of their clothing, in terms of apparels, food, behavior, culture, these things should be banned, and those schools should be held responsible.
Let's take this across to our reporters joining us live. We have Pinky as well as Mohit. Pinky is in Bengaluru. Pinky, what is the response coming in? Because there are, contradictory versions coming in from the SP as well as the district education officer. While we've seen the education officer say that nothing, prima facie has been found that is wrong. On the other hand, you have the SP who says that notice has been issued to the school. What exactly are we looking at? Because the matter is gaining political colors also there in Karnataka.
Well, absolutely, just a class 4th student, and making such a religious statement as far as this particular, entire incident is concerned. It was a science exhibition inside the school. However, the school denies that this did not take place inside the school. But clearly, we spoke to the district education officer as well, and they clearly say that the school has denied, but we are still investigating the entire matter. We did speak to the SP also. However, the case has not been filed, but they are in fact investigating this entire matter. School is denying, so the investigation is currently underway, but it really has sparked outrage as far as social media is concerned, that just a class 4 student and making such a religious statement during a science exhibition, where she has clearly mentioned with 2 dolls showcasing how if you dress fully with hijab you'll go to Jannat, and if not, if you wear a short dress, it will be Jahannam. So clearly this particular project which was shown during a science exhibition at a private school in Chamarajnagar has in fact sparked outrage on social media, not just there.
Let's quickly get in a word from Mohit as well, because Mohit, you spoke to NHRC member Priyank Karungo. What is the NHRC proposing to do in this?
Yes. Well, Madhav, NHRC have clearly said that they have taken the cognizance of the matter, because NHRC says it's a serious issue. The child does not know what's right or wrong for him or her, and hence the NHRC has recommended the counselling of the parents and also of the teachers. This is the breaking news that is coming in, that the NHRC has recommended the counselling of the teachers and the parents of the kid which is involved in this particular incident. The NHRC also says that when there have been various cases where they've got to know that the children over there are taught about afterlife, and it becomes very dangerous, and NHRC pertains to all these cases, and when it comes to children the matter becomes very sensitive, and hence NHRC has taken the cognizance, and they basically say that the counselling of the parents and parents and the teachers will be done. So we have to wait and watch what exactly would be the next step.
Pinky and Mohit, thanks so much for joining us with all the updates on this. In fact, a lot of commentary that's happening on social media on the story even as we speak, because it's a shocking video at multiple levels, but the primary questions are of the school and how they allowed this to take place, particularly given that it's a science exhibition under the aegis of which this has all happened, is what we are told. Thanks so much, Pinky and Mohit. Let's take this across to our guest now. And joining us is Lalita Kumaramangalam, former chairperson of the National Commission for Women. We have Firoz Bakht Ahmed, former chancellor of the MANUU. We have Tausif Ahmed Khan, lawyer and political analyst. Joining us also is Sumaya Rana, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Tausif Ahmed Khan, the fact that this is happening in school, of course, any child is, innocent, but the point being made is, who is it, who is allowing such kind of religious beliefs to be propagated at a science exhibition in a school? There are multiple levels of failure that appear to have happened as far as this particular story is concerned. Tausif.
Madhav, first of all, we heard the police who was on your program, the bite, that maybe this was inside the school premises, or maybe it was not. So that is disputed. Secondly, this kind of religious belief, it is not exclusive to Muslims. The fact of that there are heaven and hell is a concept in all Abrahamic religion. In fact, in Hinduism also there is a concept of Swarga and Nark. So the concept per se, it is permitted under the constitution to have a certain belief according to your own religion, according to your own.
Tausif, everyone is entitled to their religion and everyone is entitled to worship at a place of worship. When it comes to a school, of course, in this case, it's a private school, but the point being made is the entire, the entire equation being made as far as women's and their dressing preferences are concerned. Because if a woman dresses in a certain way, she is bound to go to hell. Is this what we're going to indoctrinate in children now?
No, that is what every religion says. Religion says if you follow the religion, you'll go to heaven. If you don't follow the religion, you'll go to hell. Secondly, this kind of display or the exhibition must have been shown to the the organizing person or the teacher if they are involved in.
Firoz Bakht Ahmed, is it that simple? Does every religion say this? Is this really the yardstick as an educator? Is this the yardstick that we should be setting for our children, our students?
Madhav, absolutely not. This is very sad, in the field of education. At a time when India is trying to become the world leader, is trying to become the Jagat Guru, we are just entangled in the quagmire of what should be the size of the frock, all these things. I mean, it's a science exhibition and Muslim girls are working wonders. They are becoming architects, they are becoming pilots, they are going into the army. And if this kind of indoctrination, you have very rightly used the word, if this kind of indoctrination is drilled in the minds of these girls, these boys and girls, I think Muslim community cannot come up. I mean, these people are misleading and misguiding these Muslim children, especially girls. And I was reading this report, and the report said that a woman who was wearing a burqa, and there was a box in which there were flowers, and it was said that once when you die, you will go to heaven with these flowers. And the other one with a frock and short clothes or shortened clothes, whatever you call it, and she will go to hell. Now, what is this? I mean, these are not the times to misguide the kids. This is very sad. And I believe, if this kind of education is imparted, and that too, in a thing which is pertaining to science exhibition, I can only pity these people. They are misguiding, they are misleading these kids, and they are taking them to antediluvian path, right? And they must, getting the youth.
All right, action must be taken against the individuals for misguiding the youth. Subhaya Rana, do you agree?
देखिए, जिस तरीके का ये प्रोजेक्ट बना था और इसमें ये दिखाने की कोशिश की गई है कि वो शॉर्ट कपड़ों में जो है वो हेल में और बुरके में, तो ये एक इस्लामिक रिलीजियस बिलीफ है हमारा, और उस बच्ची ने वही प्रोजेक्ट बनाया जो उसने बचपन से सीखा, और मुझे नहीं लगता कि इसमें कोई बुराई है। जिस तरीके के मैं ह्यूमन राइट्स की अभी आप लोग बात कर रहे थे, आप बोल रहे थे कि वो इस पर इंटरप्ट कर रहे हैं और इंटरफेयर करेंगे। मैं उन ह्यूमन राइट वालों से ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, जब हमारे इस देश में जो संस्कृति प्रधान देश है, जब यहाँ पे लिव इन रिलेशनशिप जैसी चीजों को मान्यता दी जाती है, तब ये ह्यूमन राइट कहाँ बैठा रहता है? क्या आपको लगता है कि अपने आप को ढकाने छुपाने के रिवाज को गलत ठहरा देना? मैं बहुत से गांव में जाती हूँ जहाँ पे हिंदू वुमेन,
आप एक प्रोमिनेंट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के स्पोक्स पर्सन है। नहीं, 1 सेकंड प्लीज मैम, you are a spokesperson of a prominent political party, the Samajwadi Party. Are you trying to tell us that we should propagate that any lady who does not wear the burqa today will go to hell? I am asking you a question. I am asking you a simple question. Do you feel that women... I am asking you a simple question, ma'am. It's a debate. Please allow me to moderate the debate. I am asking you a simple question, that do you believe that any lady who does not want... everybody else will go to hell?
इसका मतलब कि मैं agree हूँ इससे.
Everybody else will go to hell.
I'm just, I have a hijab. Yes, it's my religious belief कि अगर हम छोटे कपड़े पहनेंगे, अपने आप को नुमाया करेंगे, तो मुझे जहन्नुम मिलेगा। और अगर मैं अपने आप को ढक करके रखूंगी और इस्लामिक नॉर्म्स पर चलूंगी, तो मुझे जन्नत मिलेगी। और
everybody else goes to hell.
ये मुझे लगता है हर रिलीजन का बिलीफ है।
So all other ladies will go to hell.
आपको हेवन में ले जाएंगे, आपके बैड डीड्स आपको हेल में ले जाएंगे।
Lalita Kumarmangalam, what is the example that we are setting? When we are seeing political leaders making these kind of statements on television, the question is that, is this what should be taught in schools?
Madhav, first of all, this was a science exhibition, not a religious exhibition. Whatever a religion may teach the members who follow that religion, that is aside from science. This is probably one of the most unscientific beliefs in any religion, but yes, maybe all religions have some unscientific beliefs. But that doesn't mean that a child of 8 or 10 is told that this is the science of life. It's not the science. First of all, that's the objection that I have. Secondly, at a time when we talk about women's emancipation, women's equality, etc., etc., those who are adult who want to wear a burqa, hijab, etc., it's their business. I may not agree with it, yes. But an 8-year-old child is being told that only if you wear such clothes you will go to heaven or Jannat, and if you don't you will go to Jahannam. That's ridiculous. First of all, that is in open sort of against any sort of open freedom. At the age of a young age, any child, girl, boy, that's when their brains need to explore, to learn, to question, and then yes, you come to your own conclusion. If by the time you're adult, you want to follow a particular religion, regressive, other people may think, not think, that's a different question. But a child of 8 or 10 should not be brainwashed to the extent where in a science exhibition, not only is she allowed to make such a ridiculous claim, but that small child will never be able to really question any sort of thing in the garb of religion. All religions can sometimes be all religions are very often very, very patriarchal. The whole concept behind a woman being covered from head to toe is, according to me, totally regressive. Maybe others don't think it. If you're an adult, you come to that conclusion, fine, you have the right to do it. But a child of 8 or 10 should not be brainwashed to this extent. I can't find any other word but brainwashing. That's the time when you learn. That's when your mind is growing. You want to ask, you want to know. And to teach them a religious doctrine in the name of science is absolutely wrong. Okay. I don't think just just to make an inquiry is enough. That school must be held accountable. Today, one religion says this is it. Tomorrow, somebody else will. Another religion may. And then you will say that there is a clash of religions because of the way we think, our culture is different, etc. In India, regardless of which religion came first, second, tenth, whatever, we have generally been a country where women are respected, where women have been given equal opportunity, where women are allowed a certain amount of freedom. Everybody, yes, has certain limits on their freedom. True. I'm not saying, regardless of religion, right?
Let me bring in Tausif. Let me bring in.
I don't think.
I'm sorry to say.
Tausif, simple question. You know, if you go with the premise that all religions have some patriarchal element in them, and schools and education is meant to inculcate a scientific temper, to inculcate questioning, how is that ever going to happen in the case of this child?
No, Madhav, if you ask me that yes, we should have a scientific approach, at least in school, I agree with you to that extent. But I am sorry to say that Mrs. Kumaramangalam, the ex-chairperson of NCW, she is being a hypocrite. She does not know which religious doctrine is that when the nun in the churches, they cover their head, themselves in head to toe, they also wear a scarf. This is not nothing new.
But have you seen? Okay.
It is there in all the.
Okay. That's what she said. No, one second. Tausif, I think there's a point being made over here by her. She is saying that yes, there is a patriarchal element in every religion. But have you seen, in churches, this kind of a comparison being drawn that ladies who wear anything other than a burqa or anything other than their head being covered will go to hell? Have you seen that, sir?
That is exactly what the religion says, and each and every religion says that. And I challenge
is that so?
On that.
Lalita Kumaramangalam, is that what each and every religion says?
Say that.
Each
and every religion doesn't say that.
Respond, Tausif.
As simple as that. Each and every religion says that. Now, whether I personally agree that a lady who does not wear hijab will go to hell, no, I do not agree to that. But this is a religious belief. Anyone is entitled to their belief. Who am I to impose my belief on somebody else? Who am I to stop someone from having certain set of religious belief and not to allow them to follow their religion or to profess their religion? I'm nobody. Constitution gives that permission. Constitution gives that freedom and right.
Yes,
for any
Constitution
girl to
does
wear a
give that
hijab.
freedom, but there
And
is
we are
also a
not
need to exercise caution, particularly in educational institutions. I think that's the point that's being made over here. Would you like to comment on this, Firoz Ahmed?
Yes, surely, but I do not want to be heckled by anyone. I have heard everyone. Now look here, education in India is a secular subject. It has nothing to do with religion. And unfortunately, someone was saying that there is a patriarchal construct. Yes, it is there, patriarchal construct is there. We have to fight it out. We have to provide to our women, to our girls, the gender justice and gender equality. But if we, project examples like this, a woman in burqa will go to heaven and a woman in frock, she will go to hell. I mean, we must stop it. Muslim women, Muslim girls, in fact, they are going way ahead. And unfortunately, in this state only, a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, maybe two years ago, there was this hijab controversy. Many girls could not take their exam and many futures were dumped, right? It must stop, forthwith. And as far as education is concerned, no religion, whether it is Hinduism, it is Muslim faith, it is Christianity, it is Sikhism. Education has to be kept away from all these religious faiths.
Okay, religious dogmas have no place in education. Sumaya Rana, end of the day, what Mr. Firoz Ahmed Bhatt is saying, and he is a renowned educator, what he's saying is people are entitled to their beliefs. Just keep them away from schools and educational institutions. Is that so difficult?
Yes, I agree with this. मैं इस बात पे जरूर तायद करूंगी कि अगर स्कूल में एग्जीबिशन साइंस की थी तो वहां पे इस प्रोजेक्ट की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन उसके लिए हिजाब को और बुर्के को टारगेट करना इट्स नॉट गुड, इट्स नॉट फेयर. हाँ, वो स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को देखना चाहिए था कि वो वहां पर इस एग्जीबिशन में क्या ला रहे हैं और क्यों ला रहे हैं, उस पर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को ही स्टेप लेना चाहिए था. लेकिन अगर हिजाब और बुर्के को इस तरह टारगेट करना कि वो टोटली रॉन्ग है या कुछ है, तो अभी हमारे भाई तौसीफ इस बात को वाज़ेह कर रहे थे.
मैम, यहाँ तो हिजाब को टारगेट नहीं किया जा रहा है, यहाँ पे नॉन हिजाबीज को टारगेट किया जा रहा है. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. नॉन बुर्का, नॉन हिजाब पहनने वाले लोगों को टारगेट किया जा रहा है. आप देखिए ना यहाँ पे क्या लिखा गया है.
मैंने आपको एक लफ्ज पहले बोला था, इट इज अ इस्लामिक रिलीजियस बिलीफ.
Yes,
उस बच्ची ने अपना जो बिलीफ है उसको प्रोजेक्ट किया वहां पे, लेकिन वो उस साइंस प्रोजेक्ट का जो दिन था जो उसमें वहां पे उसके प्रोजेक्शन की जरूरत नहीं थी.
वही तो सवाल है मैम. तो स्कूल, तो should the school authorities not be held accountable for this?
It is right.
You feel the school authorities should not be held accountable?
स्कूल अथॉरिटी को इस बात को, लेकिन पॉलिटिक्स नहीं होनी चाहिए. इट इज नॉट ऑल अबाउट द पॉलिटिक्स. नो, पॉलिटिक्स शुड नॉट बी डन. स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को वहां पे समझाना चाहिए, समझाना चाहिए कि बच्चों को, क्योंकि स्कूल है यहाँ पे एक.
Okay, Mr. Firoz Ahmed wants to respond to you very quickly. Yes, Mr. Firoz Ahmed, I'm going to give him a chance to respond.
Promote, ideas in education which actually let the girls go ahead.
Absolutely, that's definitely the ultimate point. Lalita Kumar Mughal, would you like to respond to Sumaya Rana?
Nobody is trying to belittle any form of dress here. As I said very clearly, I'm sorry Mr. Ahmed is a little upset about what I said. In every religion, there are many people who think very patriarchally. In this case, this child is very young. Whatever she may learn in her religious thing, that's fine. That's for home, that's her private life. In a school, her mind must be free enough of any sort of religious, whether you call it bias, dogma, wrong teachings, etc., etc. She should be allowed to make up her own mind. When and if she does, that's a different question.
Absolutely. And that's where the big question is ultimately whether the school authorities have to be a little more careful, a little more sensitive when such things happen. And when this video going viral and the kind of responses that anybody can see today on social media, there are some very, very uncomfortable questions that are being asked. We'll have to leave it there. Lalita Kumar Mughal, Firoz Ahmed, Tausif Ahmed Khan, Sumaya Rana. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.